On this edition of inCycle, we catch up with one of the older statesmen of the peloton, Spain's Haimar Zubeldia.
I rode 17 years ago my first tour in 2001, and now we are here in 2017, and this is my 16th tour.
During his last tour, we hear what makes the iconic rider Thomas Voeckler so popular.
He rides the way the French like a rider to ride. He's offensive, aggressive, and at the same time always a smile on his face. He's very distinctive. You can tell Thomas Voeckler from other riders because, he sticks his leg.
But first, Carmen Small on a different side to her cycling life. Having joined Team Velo Concept last winter, Carmen Small planned to spend one more year racing with the Danish squad before moving into a DS role. However, after an early season crash, the 37-year-old American has found herself spending more time in the team car lately.
Almost 4 months ago now, I crashed at Drenthe and I suffered a concussion, quite a bad one. And I'm still not okay. I have headaches every day, and I'm unable to properly train. And if I still have concussion symptoms, I cannot race. So Bo, the director, manager of the team, thought it would be a good idea just to bring me back over to Europe, and I could be with the girls and see if I could race. The goal was for me to race the Giro. That was supposed to be my race back, but I tried to do a pretty big training week before I came, and it didn't work. All my concussion symptoms came back. So for sure, I need to get my headaches under control before I can do anything else. So we decided I would come and help with the Giro and help direct, and I have to start at some point because that was the whole goal of the year. So I decided we would come and do the Giro as an assistant director to Bo, and I would learn how to drive the car. And I mean, I've been a racer for a long time at this level. I know what to do, but it's different being on this side of it, on the management side. And so it's kind of a work in progress. I've done the Giro so many times that it's like second nature. I mean, I know what to expect. I speak a little Italian, not a ton, but enough to help when I need to help. Italy's my favorite country, so I think that helps. And I love the Giro. It's one of my favorite races of the year. I'm really sad to miss it, to be honest. But I mean, miss it as a rider. It wasn't daunting. I don't know, because I think I knew I was going to make this step, and I wanted to. It's something that I'm really passionate about. We'll see what I become, and we'll see what I kind of morph into, what I'm strong at, what I need to work on. But definitely, I think leadership is not the problem, because I was that already on the bike, and I think that's my personality. But it's different being a leader on the bike and then leader to the girls, telling them tactics or helping get the staff organized. You don't know what the director is actually doing as a rider. Oh, I love it. I really love it. I love driving the car, really. It's the closest thing I can do to race my bike at this time. Like, really, and I'm pretty aggressive on the bike, too, and like, I hold my position, and I move up, and I move where I want, kind of. I'm just not afraid on the bike. In the peloton, I can ride my bike downhill pretty aggressively as well, so I think it actually comes over to driving the car a bit. You corner the same. You have to be aggressive. You have to get up there quick. I told the girls from the beginning, it's really about learning. Let's take the Giro day by day and learn something new every day. So if we can teach them to get in a break or come back to the car for bottles.
This is Coke, Chris.
Louisa never has fed from the car before. She did at the Giro, like 2 times now. And it's awesome, like you taught her something. These girls set a goal and you watch them develop, and it's not that I've been with the team for so long, but just within the couple of weeks that I was back after my concussion. And, we had a camp, and I got to know the girls again, and we worked on certain things, and we kind of did some rider meetings, like, what's important to you, what's the goals for the rest of the year, and just trying to be a little bit more involved in that aspect. They've made their comments that it's nice to have you around, and I think we forget that having a woman on a team is really good, because we're all women, and so I think more teams need to incorporate women staff I think it's a very male-dominated sport of ours, and I think that we need to have more women around because sometimes we need a motherly hug. You know, it just is different. There are, you know, a few DSs here that are women, and that's really nice to see. Yeah. This is why the UCI is offering scholarships to women, because they are trying to push, you know, to keep in the sport. For sure, full-time next year, I'll direct. I mean, that's the goal. That was always the goal. I was always retiring after this year. So as of right now, I'll take this next week and start training again and see how that goes. If the headaches go away, then I'm good to go. But if they continue, then I'm not. So I kind of have to go day by day with that. And the plan is still for me to go to La Course and do the races with Bo.
So make sure that you have everything.
Because why not? I'm available. So, you know, even if I'm not racing them, I'm still here and I can do stuff with the team and they can use me. So why not?
Hello, my name is Haimar Zubeldia and I ride for Czech Sarafedo. I ride 17 years ago my first tour in 2001 for first time, and now we are here in 2017 and this is my 16th tour. When I come for first time for the tour, was everything new for me, and now 17 years ago after, I learned a lot, like a rider, we can say I know everything for this race, how you need to work, what is coming almost in all the times, But also, if you check also the tour for outside, also they change a lot, I remember when we start, not everything's half in bus, for example. Now everybody have. Also, how we ride also they change a lot, now I think the people takes the first week with little more relaxed and they don't spend energy for anything, My father teach me when you work you can spend something, and I think this is the secret of my long career, Always I think when you work you receive something. And this is the secret, I think maybe I'm not the top level rider, but with the work I can arrive to a very big level, and for this I have these results in my career, especially in the tour. I think if you know about people, more or less have these characteristics, We are good workers, loyalties, and I think this is my character also, And you can translate this for the cycling. To have these illusions and this motivation during the years, you need to find, every year something new, And especially in the last year, during the winter, I was thinking on that a lot, Because it's not easy to start a new season always doing the same always, And for example, this year, Alberto's come to the team, and for me it was a very big news. And also, I found the motivation there, Because almost until here, I ride with him all the races. I don't want to say last year we don't have a leader. We have a Voeckler more or less. My work is the same last year and this year, but with Alberto I have different feelings, Because we speak the same language, and 9 years ago we ride together also in the same team, and for me it was a very special year. I think it's coming soon, but I have some projects also, after cycling, after a rider. When I finish the career, for sure I continue riding. I don't want to have my life without the bike. But for sure, I ride with a different intensity, but for sure I do something with the bike. No? During my career, I know a lot of people, and for sure I do something around cycling. No? I think last year's and now also is not easy for the young riders in Basque Country, because when I was young, we have lucky and we have a top-level team like Euskaltel in the World Tour. I don't know if we see again the same, no, in Basque Country, but I think there are some people that are doing really good work, and for sure, if I can help something after when I stop, for sure I give me my hand, no, to help them, because I think that is something I received when I was young, and you feel like you need to give again, no? When I know my wife, I was already a professional cyclist, and my daughters are 9 and 6 years old, and they know me always like that, no? Going and coming, doing races, and the retirement is coming soon, no? And for me, there are a little bit of respect, no? Because we never recover all the time we spent without me, but they changed my life a lot, and we will see, no?
Il est comme ça.
Thomas Voeckler belongs to a generation of in-between in French cycling. We had a generation of great champions with Anquetil, Poulidor, then Bernard Hinault, Fignon. And there was a little bit of a lull because after the Festina scandal, there was a whole generation of French riders didn't perform so well. Now we have a new generation with Romain Bardet, Thibaut Pinot, Warren Barguil, all these guys. And in between those two generations, almost the only popular rider, or the only French rider who really had, great results, and at the same time was popular because he's a nice guy, was Thomas Voeckler.
C'est sûr que depuis 2004, quand j'ai eu le maillot jaune la première fois, j'ai senti que il y a toujours une place à prendre dans le cœur du public. Il y a eu Richard Virenque, il y a eu Laurent Lajalabert, et puis après, c'est vrai que le public a besoin d'un Français qui soutient. Et moi, je me suis battu, entre guillemets, contre... j'étais un petit jeune Français... contre les favoris du général, j'étais pas très fort, je donnais juste toute mon énergie, et ça, les Français, ils ont bien aimé, que je suis un coureur qui attaque beaucoup. Donc voilà, ça s'est fait comme ça, et puis je pense que je suis resté aussi simple, et c'est ça qui a permis, je suis comme tout le monde en fait, et c'est peut-être pour ça que les gens, qu'il y a une bonne connexion avec le public.
On va dire que j'ai un peu grandi avec lui au niveau de mon amour du cyclisme, d'où le fait d'avoir suivi dès le début, donc avec ma maman, toutes les équipes où il a été. Et il a développé la passion du cyclisme chez beaucoup de jeunes, je pense, et notamment chez moi. Donc Thomas Voeckler, pour moi, c'est un exemple au niveau du cyclisme. Voilà.
For many reasons, he's very popular in France because he rides the way the French like a rider to ride. He's offensive, aggressive, and at the same time always a smile on his face. He's very distinctive. You can tell Thomas Voeckler from other riders because he sticks his leg in a race. So he's full of character. He's full of passion. He's not really a Grand Tour rider, even if he came fourth in the Tour in 2011, but he had a little bit of luck. He's a nice guy. In the morning, you know, when most riders are tense and they don't want to talk, or he's always available for the public, for kids. He's like your ideal brother-in-law.
Like everyone else at the time, maybe, I believed that he was kind of this almost a cartoon character, and he, you know, fitted the yellow jersey very well, but he was always a temporary occupant of the yellow jersey. And I thought once he had had his stint in the yellow jersey, Lance Armstrong took it back. I thought that would probably be it, and he'd disappear back into obscurity, but he didn't. And he went on to win Tour de France stages, take the yellow jersey, come fourth overall, win the King of the Mountains. And as all this happened, I realised that the cartoon character image I had of him was totally wrong.
Si vous voulez jouer un rôle devant les caméras, le Tour de France, c'est tellement difficile, que vous êtes tellement fatigué qu'il y a un moment où c'est pas possible de jouer un rôle. Si vous n'êtes pas naturel, il y a obligatoirement un moment où ça marche pas, parce que c'est trop difficile. Quand on est fatigué, quand on est stressé, on peut pas jouer de rôle. Ça peut arriver au calme de répondre un peu à côté, comme des fois des hommes politiques, un petit peu orienter les réponses. Mais quand juste après une course ou juste avant une course, le naturel, il ressort, la personnalité. Donc j'ai toujours parlé aux médias ou au public comme je parle dans la vie de tous les jours.
Je le vois à la télé et parce qu'il est français. Je l'adore parce que j'adore son équipe et j'adore son maillot. Voilà.
In France, it's changing a little bit, but we never really liked winners, you know? We're more a nation who likes beautiful losers, you know? We'd rather see someone attack, do something absolutely exceptional with flair and lose than someone being, you know, calculating, you know, looking at his power meter or, you know, with lots of tactics and win. We really like cycling to still be flamboyant, you know, to have some kind of what we call panache, you know, and actually, well, Thomas Voeckler is really, that's what he has, what we call panache. Panache is what the musketeers had, you know, this is the way they fought, and, you know, they're all together, all for one and one for all. It's this kind of tradition in France. Thomas Voeckler is kind of a new musketeer, and that's why he's so popular these days. I don't think, you see in the morning in the village or in the paddock, there are lots of riders coming in and out, and even Romain Bardet or other that may be contenders for the Tour. And Voeckler is probably the name you hear the most from the crowd.
Pour moi, c'est un ami déjà très proche, un de mes meilleurs amis. Et au-delà de l'amitié, c'est aussi quelqu'un de très professionnel, de très droit. C'est notre leader et c'est celui qui tire l'équipe vers le haut. C'est un exemple pour tous les jeunes coureurs et pour beaucoup de jeunes aussi qui commencent le vélo, je pense.
C'est le leader incontestable et incontesté de l'équipe. C'est un peu le personnage de l'équipe pour nous, celui qui nous conseille et qui nous donne le chemin à suivre sur les courses. Il a une grosse expérience, un gros palmarès qui parle pour lui-même. Et quand il dit quelque chose, on le fait.
C'est la relation d'un père et d'un fils. Un peu, ouais, un petit peu. Non, c'est compliqué. J'ai toujours été le responsable, le patron. Thomas a toujours voulu être le coureur, même s'il est capitaine, leader. Mais quand même, c'est l'histoire de quelqu'un de cultivé, qui a une très haute opinion du cyclisme et qui ne fait pas de copinage. Et j'ai eu beaucoup de chance d'avoir un coureur qui fait le cyclisme que j'aime, pour donner à tous les jeunes qui vont arriver la même chose au public, et c'est exemplaire. Et Thomas est quelqu'un intellectuellement exceptionnel.
I'm sure Jean-René Bernaudot would like Thomas Voeckler to take over the project and keep on the spirit, maybe become the team manager. As I said, it will be tricky because lots of other, TV channels or even ASO will try to get Thomas Voeckler on board because he is a very, for PR, he's a great character, a great figure. I think Thomas Voeckler, he might have retired last year. He stayed one more year. He said that in a way to make the transition for, Direct Energy, for a new generation, to pass the baton to Lilian Calmejean and these guys. So I don't know. We'll see what he does when he retires. Will he stay with Jean-René in the same team to try and develop the same project? Maybe, maybe not. But I'm sure they'll keep very close ties because these ties are very, very close.
I'm not sure there'll ever be another Thomas Voeckler. I mean, he's had a lucky career. He's very lucky. He's very good on a bike, but he just seemed to be in the right place at the right time. Perhaps through perseverance, but perhaps the fact he attacked so much put him in the position to take those opportunities. When you look at the way cycling is now, it's a bit more controlled, and if somebody else does come up, they won't be like him. I doubt there'll be a young French guy who gets 10 days in the yellow jersey, for example, because the race is so tightly controlled these days that it's maybe unrealistic to think that. I'd love to see it happen, but I doubt their personality and character will be the same as his.
Thomas Voeckler ne sera jamais remplacé. Lilian Calmejean, en France, on dit c'est le nouveau Voeckler, mais il est un peu différent tout de même. Puis Thomas, voilà, il y a eu un Bernard Hinault, il y a eu Thomas Voeckler, c'est des grandes personnalités. Ils sont irremplaçables, mais s'il peut remplacer un petit peu Thomas Voeckler, oui, ça serait pas mal. Mais avec sa manière.